I was doing wheelchair track and field, and I wanted to do something for cross training. I was at the VA hospital one time, and I saw a little ad that said, a woman just said, I have a dance company and I want to work with people who use wheelchairs. I thought it would be perfect cross training from my track and field, and so I showed up for a class, and I took one class with her and then 2 classes, and then we did a performance, and then we started working with kids, and then next thing you know, 10 years later, I was a director of my own dance company. The reason we started this class is because kids with disabilities, they don't have the same opportunities at dance classes as other kids. And you'll see when we teach our class, we use the same terminology, we teach the same dance techniques that any kid will learn in a ballet class. This way, when one of our kids who is in a wheelchair is at the cafeteria at school and her friends are talking about when they did a port de bras or something they learned in ballet class, our student can say the same thing with her friends and say that she took the same kind of dance class and learned the same stuff. In 1995, I was at a friend's house getting ready for a 4th of July party. I dove into a swimming pool. I hit my head on the bottom and I broke my neck. I do great with my disability, and I live a full life, and I do a lot of things. People look at me all the time and say, my word, how do you do all this stuff? I could never do that stuff in my life, and I'm not disabled. But there was a time when it was very challenging for me after I broke my neck. And I had a lot of despair going on. And I started finding, as I was searching for a way out of that despair, I learned that connecting with other people is a way out. I learned that everybody is suffering, everybody suffers. And if you can connect with everyone on that level, then your suffering is not so unique. So before I was talking about if I was standing on the diving board, and if I knew what my life was going to be like if I dove in, I said, and I always say this, that I would take a deep breath and I would dive in. Once I became disabled and I became a member of the disabled population, I began to meet all these wonderful people with these values and these principles that I just didn't have growing up. And watching them apply those values to a life with so many challenges was inspirational to me. Had I not broke my neck, I would have continued working for UPS and working as an electrician, 9 to 5. I would have been happy with that. But because of the path I went on after becoming disabled, I've traveled the world, I've learned so much about other people, my heart is opened up. The other path, the UPS electrician path, my heart would have been the same, I'd have been the same inside, but it wasn't open. I didn't even know what was in there. I didn't even know all the joy and appreciation for other people that existed in there. And so I would have continued, unaware, and that unawareness I'd have been satisfied with. But going this other way, that's what I said previously. When someone becomes disabled, it doesn't change you, it just shows who you are more. And so becoming disabled put me on this path that really accentuated all the joy and goodness and love and concern I have for people in my heart. It just opened it right up and just showed me who I really was.